today, Lee and I are going to talk to you about how to shop for new laundry.
Well, Gentry, here's our basic model. It's the tub. All you need to do is provide your own rock and beat the clothes clean.
I'm gonna need something a little more innovative than this, I think.
But see, really, all you need to wash clothes is flex the fabric, force detergent-laden water through the fabric, and then the water suspends it and flushes it down the drain. That's all you need.
Okay, well, what about this beauty right here?
Oh, well, if you want an upgrade, this is the top-of-the-line Maytag. You've got your tub built-in agitator, and when you're through washing, you've got a wringer to wring the water out so you can hang them up on the line to dry.
That's very fancy, Lee, and I heard you say something about top of the line. Top of the line when?
Oh, about 75 years ago.
Exactly. See, it's clear that laundry has changed a lot in the last 100 years, but what's amazing is how much it can change in only 10 years. And 10 years is the average age of a washer. So Lee, it's been 10 years since I bought a washing machine. I need a new one. What do I need to think about?
Well, you need to think about your household requirements because everybody has different needs. Oh, and measurements, because laundry rooms are different sizes, so take some measurements so you can make sure that the pair you pick out will fit in there.
Absolutely. Measure and take pictures.
Oh, and measure door openings and measure how far the washer sticks out from the wall so we can make sure everything fits properly.
Right, and these measurements are so important. I know you make lots of deliveries just in a week where you get to the house and the washer and dryer doesn't fit exactly like they thought it would. The customer has to come back in the store, maybe pick out another product. It's a huge inconvenience for everybody involved.
It has been. Oh, and it's probably been 10 years since anybody's turned the faucet on or off behind the washing machine. So make sure you can turn it off and it doesn't leak. If it does leak, you're going to have to get a plumber to come out and change it. So you really should do that before we deliver the washer and dryer. Make sure that everything is more convenient.
Right, and what about, do you have a gas or electric dryer? Some places have both and some only have one or the other. And Lee, speaking of one or the other, let's talk about the new front load.
It's funny you say new front load because front loads have been around since the first automatic washer came out.
So why are they just now becoming more popular?
Well, front load washers have always been the best way to wash clothes. They're more energy efficient, they hold more clothes, they're more gentle on the clothes, but they're a little more expensive. But they're much more efficient, so you're going to more than make up the cost difference in the first 5 years.
Yeah, and you know, we had that segment that was all about efficiency, and we actually learned that the front load saves 20 to 40 gallons per load. And like Lee said, they're more gentle on your clothes.
That's right, and the capacity. Why, most people use big towels now, and you can only get 6 or 8 towels in a load. With the front load, you can double the capacity. Some people are doing 20 loads of laundry a week. You can cut it in half with a front load.
So I have to ask then, why doesn't everybody just buy a front load?
Well, they are a little bit bigger, so you've got to measure your laundry room to make sure that they'll fit, and they're still a little more expensive.
And let's talk about the pedestals.
Oh, the pedestals. They're just a convenience feature. They get the washer and dryer up at a little more convenient height, but you've got to measure.
Again, I think Lee's trying to tell us that we definitely need to measure. Well, let's recap, go to the store, and see some of our other options.
Great, let's go.
So here we are in the laundry. Hahn has 250 washers and dryers on display for you to check out. Lee, we're going to talk a little bit about the front load washing machine. Some stuff that we read on the internet, some concern that we hear about is
the odor.
Exactly. Let's talk about it.
Okay, well, you know, used to, and a lot of the comments you see on the internet are about old washers and dryers because on all of the new ones, they have gone to an antibacterial boot. And the antibacterial boot does not allow any mold or odor to develop. Now, it's still a good idea once in a while to take a rag with a little bleach on it and wipe it off.
Right.
But this is going to eliminate half of the odor issues you have. It just can't build up from there.
Okay, so what are some other options we can do? You said that's going to eliminate half. What's going to get the other 50%?
The other half, on a washing machine, you've got an inner and an outer tub. Well, the inner tub is cleaned by the clothes, but the outer tub, nothing touches. So what you need to do once a month is you buy a tablet. It's available here or at any of the grocery stores, and it's a cleaning tablet for a front load washer. You simply drop the tablet in here. It has an enzyme that breaks down the buildup on the outer tub. If you use it once a month, you'll never, ever have an odor problem.
And it really is that simple. If you take care of it from the very beginning, you're never going to have an issue with it. And tell your car example, I like that one.
You know, it's like a car. You go down and you buy the car that you've always wanted, but but you got to change the oil.
That's right. You're not going to wait for the engine to drop out before you start doing something to it, right?
A little pre-maintenance is all you need.
Makes perfect sense. So let's go back and talk a little bit about cost, because we said that on average that most of your top loads are going to be cheaper than your front loads. But right here we see one for $17.99, and you've got a set right there for $13.99 of the front loads. So this is high energy efficient. That's why it's higher, correct? So what's the deal here? Let's talk about it.
On front load, it's simply that front load, the very basic models, have a little lower price point to start with. But when you get into the high efficiency top loads, they're going to be more expensive than most of the high efficiency front load. So when we talk about the top loads being a little less expensive, it's only on the entry models.
Okay, and we call this one high efficiency, but it's still not going to save you the 20 to 40 gallons of water per load that we're talking about with the front load, right?
That's absolutely right. No energy efficiency top load is as energy efficient as a front load.
Plus, the front load comes in all the fun colors, and they're also the only ones that come with the pedestals as well that save you some room, right?
That's right.
Okay, so we hope we've given you a little bit of guidance for the next time that you're shopping for your next washer and dryer. To see our entire series on how to shop, make sure you visit Hahn Appliance Warehouse's website, hahnappliance.com.